You are in the right place if you are a first-time buyer looking to save for a house deposit with the UK Lifetime ISA. Now, the Lifetime ISA can also be called LISA for short. So if you hear me say LISA, I'm still referring to the same thing. If you hear me say Lifetime Individual Saving Account, I'm still saying the same thing. In this video, I have an exciting topic to discuss, which is the UK Lifetime ISA and how you can use it to supercharge your journey towards buying your first dream house here in the UK like we did. But before I dive in, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on any future uploads about money saving tips here in the UK. Kindly know that this video is based on my research, experience and thoughts. Therefore, it should not substitute for your due diligence research, as I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video should be considered an opinion, not advice. And kindly contact a financial advisor if you need help with your finances. So what exactly is this Lifetime ISA we are all talking about? Now, a LISA is a UK government-backed savings account designed to help individuals living here in the UK to save for key life goals, which is retirement or purchasing their first home here in the UK. Now, one of the greatest features of the LISA is that the UK government provides a 25% bonus on your savings up to a maximum of £1,000 per year. Now, let's talk about who can open a Lifetime ISA here in the UK. Now, to open a LISA, you must be aged between 18 and 39 years old, and you can continue contributing towards it until you turn 50. Now, if you are 40 and above, you cannot open a Lifetime ISA anymore. Now, the annual contribution limit you can make towards your Lifetime ISA is £4,000 per tax year, and you can receive a maximum government bonus of £1,000 yearly. Now, opening a Lifetime ISA does not mean the UK government will be giving you £1,000 yearly. It just means that on every £4,000 you put in that account per year, the UK government will give you £1,000. Now, let me give you a scenario. So, for example, if you put £4,000 in a tax year, let's say you put £4,000 from April 2023 to April 2024, you put £4,000 in your Lifetime ISA, the UK government will give you £1,000 on that £4,000 you have put, because they always give you 25%. If you put £1,000, they'll give you £250. Now, if you do not put money from April 2024 to April 2025, the UK government will not give you any amount of money. So you only get the bonus once on each contribution you make, not that you keep getting the bonus yearly whether or not you put money in that account. You have to put money in that account yearly to be able to get the bonus. I hope this makes sense. Now, let's talk about the advantages of using the Lifetime ISA for saving. Now, the first advantage is that the LISA is a great way to save for your house deposits as a first-time buyer, because you can use the Lifetime ISA savings and the government bonus towards purchasing your first home, which can significantly boost your deposit and overall affordability, and it can also be beneficial for those looking to climb the property ladder. The second advantage is that it is a great way to get free money from the UK government because of the 25% government contribution bonuses that you would get on your savings up to £1,000 per tax year. You know, this bonus can boost your savings for putting down a deposit for your first home, or even boost your savings for your retirement. So imagine if you open a Lifetime ISA this January, you open a Lifetime ISA January 2024. So let's just say you're trying to cut across 2 tax years. So let's say from now to April, let's say you put £4,000, you will get your £1,000 from the UK government. And let's say after April, you put another £4,000, you will get another £1,000 from the UK government, meaning that you'll be able to save £8,000. And because you've gotten £1,000 from each tax year, you would have another £2,000, meaning that you have £10,000. Now imagine if there are 2 of you buying a property, you and your partner or anyone else buying a property, and they also do the same. That means both of you will be able to save £20,000 in 2 UK tax year. The third advantage is that even though contributions to a Lifetime ISA are made with post-tax income, the investment growth and the UK government bonuses that you would get when you put money in your Lifetime ISA are tax-free. This can provide tax advantage compared to other savings or investment options. The fourth advantage is that a LISA provides an option to save for long term, and withdrawals after the age of 60 are tax-free. Now, one thing with the Lifetime ISA is The money and the UK government bonus you get, you can use it to invest in the S&P 500 within your lifetime ISA account. Now, if you want to use the lifetime ISA to save for a house deposit, I will not advise you do that, considering that the market fluctuates a lot. You can actually lose your money. But if you are saving for retirement age, and let's say you're still young, let's say you're in your early 20s or late 20s or mid 30s, and you're looking to withdraw the money at 60 for your retirement age, then you can use the money in your lifetime ISA to start investing in the S&P 500 or buy stocks and shares, because even though the market fluctuates, it will not really affect your savings, because those who have saved in the stock market for a long period of time have gotten a bit of return on their investment, but those who have saved in the stocks market for a short period of time may lose their money at the long run. Now, this is just what I have learned and I apply to my personal finance just from research and reading books. But please consult with a financial advisor, as I am not one, to know what works best for your own financial situation. But when we use the lifetime ISA to save for our house deposits, we actually did not invest the money in our lifetime ISA account. We just left the money there and got the UK bonuses. I mean, we saved for our house deposit with lifetime ISA for 2 years. If you want to know the tricks and tips we use to save for our house deposit in 2 years and how we save for the additional cost of buying a house in the UK, because when you're buying a house in the UK, it's not only the deposit you need to think about. You need to think about other costs like the solicitor fees. So if you want to know how we save for all of those, I have a video on that. I'll link it to this video for those who are interested in watching it. In short, I have a playlist with about 14 videos now detailing all our house buying process. If you're looking to buy a house in the UK, you can just go and bench watch that playlist, and I'm sure it will be a blessing to you. Now, why the lifetime ISA can be beneficial, it also comes with certain disadvantages. Now, let's talk about some potential drawbacks of opening a lifetime ISA. Now, the first drawback is that you must be a first-time buyer to qualify to use the money in your lifetime ISA to buy a house. If you have owned a property before, you cannot use the funds in your lifetime ISA to buy a house unless certain exceptional circumstances apply. The second disadvantage is that if you withdraw the funds from your lifetime ISA before the age of 60 for reasons other than buying your first home or due to a terminal illness, you would typically incur a significant penalty. Now, the penalty is usually 25% of the amount withdrawn, which means you will lose access to the UK government bonus you have been given and forfeit some of your original savings. Now, a lot of people get confused with this penalty fee, and let me explain it so you're not confused and so you understand how the penalty fee works. Now, a lot of people would think, oh, if I put 4,000 in my lifetime ISA and the government gives me £1,000, meaning I have £5,000, and if I want to take my £4,000, should they just take their £1,000? That's the 25% they gave me. No, it doesn't work that way. Now, it doesn't work that way because the penalty fee that will be deducted will be £1,250, meaning you'll be losing £250 on your £4,000. I hope this clarifies that. You may also face penalty if you use the funds for any other reason. So let's say you're broke and you just want to withdraw the funds to cover your cost of living, you would actually face a penalty. Now, the third disadvantage is that while a LISA can be used to buy your first home, there are actually restrictions to the value of the property you can buy, and the property must be used for your personal residential use only. The property you are purchasing must be under a specific price limit. Currently, the price limit of the house you can purchase is set at £450,000. If you are buying a property with a higher value, that means if you are buying a property that is like £456,000, the government bonus will not apply. Now, the fourth disadvantage is investment risk. I've touched a little bit on this before. Now, just like any other investment, the value of the funds in your lifetime ISA, if you choose to invest it, can go up and down depending on the market condition. If the investment within the lifetime ISA you open performs poorly, the account holder may not receive the anticipated returns. Now, the fifth disadvantage is that the lifetime ISA is not suitable for everyone, contrary to popular opinion and how people praise the lifetime ISA and how people suggest you open the lifetime ISA. Now, the lifetime ISA may not be ideal for everyone, particularly those who need more flexibility in accessing their savings without penalty. You know, when some people are saving their money, they prefer flexibility. They want to be able to use the money for other things and replace that money back. So they may prefer other savings or investment accounts that offer more liquidity than the lifetime ISA. Now, the last but not the least disadvantage of opening a lifetime ISA is potential changes in government policy. Now, one major thing we can all agree on about the UK is that their policies are ever evolving and ever changing. You know, the UK government can choose to implement new policies and regulation, and that can impact the terms and conditions of opening a lifetime ISA or using the funds in your lifetime ISA. So just like every other thing that has to do with the UK government, it is essential you stay informed about the changes in legislation that might affect the advantages and disadvantages of opening a LISA. Now, if you have watched the video to this point, it means you find it valuable. So give this video a like and share it with someone who will also find the information in this video valuable. Now, let me share some of my tricks and strategies that helped us maximize the lifetime ISA when we used it to save for our own house deposit. The first tip I would give is that if you don't have a lifetime ISA account and you want to buy a house here in the UK, now is a good time to open one. You can open one for as low as £25 and you'll be paying £25 monthly. You can open one, I think Moneybox, I was seeing the advert, and you can open an account in Moneybox, a lifetime account with Moneybox for as low as £1. You know, the more time you save, the more time you would have to grow your money and the more time you would have to get the UK government incentive. The second tip I would give is to aim to contribute to your lifetime ISA regularly to allow you to maximize the UK government bonus, you know, the 25% bonus they would give you. And regularly contributing towards your ISA would help you develop a disciplined saving habit. So you can start with saving a little as £25 monthly to your lifetime ISA just to develop that habit. You know, the more you save £25 regularly monthly, the more you can increase that. So, okay, let me do £30 this month, and before you know, you'll be saving close to £100 per month, £500 per month. You know, to help you cultivate that saving habit. You know, the more you start seeing the bonuses you receive from the UK government when you save into your lifetime ISA, the more you are encouraged to save more. You know, maybe you put £1,000 and then they give you £250. £250, then put another £1,000. You know, it will help you cheer up and cultivate that savings habits. Now, if you see me looking away from the camera, I'm distracted because there's a lot of work going on our development and the window is open. And I'm just looking at all people doing their work, the carpenter and everybody just doing their work. And pardon me if this video is a bit noisy because that's the joys of living in a new development. It's always noisy. They're always doing one thing or the other. And I'm just distracted because the window is opened. The third tip is to invest wisely if you are going to be using the money in your lifetime ISA to invest in the stocks and shares market. You know, you want to consider investing your savings within the LISA for potential higher returns. However, be aware of the associated risk and choose investment that align with your risk tolerance and timeline. So if you are looking to buy a house within 2-3 years, 1 year, I would highly suggest that you should not maybe use the funds in your lifetime ISA to invest. And if you are using it to invest, maybe you should go for low risk than high risk. Anyway, if you are for high risk, you can go for high risk, but I would just suggest you should know your risk tolerance because you can actually lose your money. The fourth tip I would give you is to keep an eye out on changes in government policies and the property market. You know, being informed will help you make strategic decisions during your house buying journey. And as we have already established in this video, policies here in the UK are ever changing, ever evolving. So you need to stay informed. Now, let me briefly answer some of the most common questions about this unique savings account. So let's get started. Question number one is, what is the 12-month rule of a lifetime ISA? Now, this is a very good question. The 12-month rule for the lifetime ISA is crucial to understand. You see, you must have the account open for at least 12 months before using the funds for your first home purchase. You cannot use the funds in your lifetime ISA if you've not opened the account for 12 months. So this is a key consideration before you even open the lifetime ISA. If you're looking to buy a house, let's say in 6 months, it is not a good idea to open the lifetime ISA because any money you put there cannot be used towards your house purchase. So open a lifetime ISA as soon as possible if you are eyeing that dream house. You can open one for as little as £25 and pay £25 monthly, as I've already established in this video before. Now, the second question is, do you get a 25% bonus every year for a LISA? Now, this one is tricky, but the answer would be yes. Now, why I said it's tricky is because you would get 25% bonus every tax year if you put £4,000 per each tax year. Now, let's say you did not put £4,000 in a particular tax year. You will not get the bonus. You only get the bonus if you put money each tax year. I don't know if you get what I mean. So that's when you get the bonus. So if you put £4,000, let's say you max out your lifetime ISA at £4,000 in 2023, you would get the bonus, you will get £1,000. In 2024, if you don't put any money, you will not get anything. You only get money when you put money in. I don't know if that makes sense. So basically, you receive 25% bonus for every eligible contribution you make. Remember that this bonus is calculated annually to a maximum of £1,000 per tax year. Now, the third question is, can you buy a house with 2 LISA accounts? Absolutely. But one individual cannot buy a house with 2 LISA accounts because you can't own 2 LISA accounts in the UK. You can only own one. And let's say you open one Money Box and you want to change to Barclays, you will take all your funds from Money Box and go to Barclays. I don't know if you get what I mean. So you cannot open Money Box and open Barclays and have £4,000 in Money Box, £4,000 in Barclays every tax year. It doesn't work that way. You have to only have one LISA account, but you can always move that LISA account if you want. You can use the funds from 2 separate lifetime ISA to purchase your first house if it is owned by 2 different individuals that are buying the house. Do you get what I mean? But just ensure that both accounts meet the eligibility criteria and then you are good to go. So let's say you and your partner are buying a house. Both of you can use your lifetime ISA to buy a house. I mean, when my husband and I bought our house, my husband had his own lifetime ISA account and I also had my own. And each time we were saving money in our lifetime ISA, we actually maxed it and we could bring our funds together. So the solicitor was able to withdraw his own money and the solicitor was able to withdraw my own money and then paid the developer the money for our deposit. So I just hope my explanation answered that question properly. So the fourth question is, can I open a lifetime ISA for my child? Now, as far as my knowledge, unfortunately, you cannot directly open one for your child, but you can contribute towards their future financially through other means such as a junior SIP. Now, I have a junior SIP that I've opened for my son. Since when I gave it to him, I opened a junior SIP for him where I contribute money towards that junior SIP. And then the UK government would always give him a bonus. But I'll leave a screenshot on the screen for those who are interested. You can just read through or you can just Google junior SIP if you live in the UK and see what that is. And there are other savings accounts you can open for your child. So question number 5 is, can I use my LISA for solicitor's fees? Now, I want to believe that this question is saying, can I use the remaining money left for my lifetime ISA after I've paid my deposit for a solicitor fee? So if that's what the question meant, yes, that is possible. You can use your lifetime ISA to cover your solicitor fee when buying your first house, because the solicitor fee is one of the allowable expenses associated with the purchase of a home. So you can only use the funds in your lifetime ISA to cover up for expenses related with purchasing the house. So when we bought our house and the solicitor took out money from our lifetime ISA to pay the developer, we actually asked them to take a bit of extra to pay themselves, because at that time it just made sense that the solicitor should take enough money so that they can pay themselves. Because why should we be looking for money to pay for solicitor when we already had money in our lifetime ISA? It should just be sitting there, because we want to start the life ISA properly for retirement and we have a plan for that. So the main money just sit down there for a while, because right now we are not ready to start saving for our retirement with our lifetime ISA. So we just want a little money to be left in our lifetime ISA just to still keep it open, because we want to use it for saving for retirement. So just tell them that you should take enough money to pay for our deposit and still take enough money so that we can also pay for their fees. So yeah, you can do that. Now, question number 6 is, can I get a buy-to-let mortgage with LISA? Now, let me rephrase that question. I want to believe what that question is saying is, can I use the funds in my lifetime ISA to buy a buy-to-let house? Because I don't see what mortgage has to do with it. But anyway, the answer is no. A lifetime ISA is specifically designed to buy your first home or save for retirement. You cannot use the funds in your lifetime ISA for a buy-to-let property purchase. You can only buy a house you want to live in with the lifetime ISA. Question number 7, how do you pay for a house with a lifetime ISA? This one is very simple. When you are ready to buy your first house, your solicitor would apply for the funds from your lifetime ISA. Now, you cannot withdraw the money yourself. It can only be your solicitor that can withdraw the money for you. And the solicitor will withdraw your savings and then the government bonuses, and they will use it to pay for your house purchase, making your dream of home ownership a reality. So basically, it's a solicitor that will do this for you. There's a way funds are withdrawn from your lifetime ISA. When you get to that stage in your house buying process, your solicitor will actually sit you down and tell you what to do or show you what to do, and then you do it, and then they'll do what they want to do, and your service provider for your lifetime ISA will do what they have to do, and voila, money is transferred to wherever you're buying the house from. Question number 8, can I use my LISA for a self-build? So what a self-build means is if you want to build your house from scratch by yourself. And the answer is yes, you can use your lifetime ISA for a self-built property. The funds will be applied towards the cost of building your own house, but there's a whole process to that. But yes, you can use the funds to do that as long as the house you are building is your first property you're owning. Question number 9, can I use a LISA to buy my first property if my partner already owns a house? Absolutely. If your partner already owns their own house, you can use the lifetime ISA to buy your own first house. But I don't think you can use the lifetime ISA to buy your own first house together, considering one person already owns the house. I'm not sure about that, but you need to consult a solicitor for that. But if you are the only one purchasing the house alone, absolutely, it's your first house, you can use the life ISA to buy it. But if you are buying with your partner and your partner already owns the house, honestly, I don't know the answer to that question. You will need to ask a solicitor that question. Question number 10, can I use the funds in my LISA to buy a house outside the UK? Absolutely not. Unfortunately, you cannot use the funds in your lifetime ISA to buy a house outside the UK. A lifetime ISA can only be used to purchase your first property that you would live in, that's residential property inside the UK. So you can only buy your first residential property with a lifetime ISA inside the UK, not outside the UK. Now, question number 11 is what happens to my LISA if I move abroad? Now, if you move abroad, you can keep your lifetime ISA, but you will not be able to contribute towards it anymore. The account will remain tax-free and you can access the funds for legible purposes such as buying your first house in the UK or retirement. Now, it's obvious why you cannot put money in your lifetime ISA if you decide to live abroad and you don't want to live in the UK anymore. It's just because you are not a resident anymore. So the lifetime ISA is meant for UK residents. So if you live in the UK, you can open the lifetime ISA. So I guess that's why you cannot put money in the lifetime ISA when you go abroad, but they'll still keep the account for you, because obviously if you come back, you have access to your money and you can do anything you want to do with it in the UK. Question number 12 is, are lifetime ISA safe? Now, I'm answering this question based on my research, my own opinion. Please take this answer with a pinch of salt. Now, LISA in the UK can be considered safe because it is a regulated financial product and the UK government provides certain protections. So basically, this scheme is backed by the UK government. If you go on gov.uk, you will see this scheme on gov.uk. Ensure there's so many information about the lifetime ISA on gov.uk. However, it is essential to consider the risk associated with a LISA and the specific terms and conditions of the provider you chose. Because if you choose to open a lifetime ISA with a provider that carry money and run away, that's that for you. I think the lifetime ISA is safe. It just depends on which financial institution you chose to open your lifetime ISA account with. It's just like banks too. Banks are good, they are okay, keep your money there, nothing happens to your money. But if the bank should go under, your money goes under, but you're protected to some certain level, so you just have to do your due diligence research in choosing a provider you want to open your lifetime ISA with. I think this brings us to question number 13, which is the best lifetime ISA provider in the UK? Now, this question is a tricky one. Again, I'm just answering this question based on my own knowledge and with my research. So take it with a pinch of salt. Now, the best provider of a lifetime ISA can depend on individual preferences, investment goal, and risk tolerance. Therefore, it is recommended that you conduct your research and consider seeking professional advice from a financial advisor. Now, with that said, there are several reputable financial institutions in the UK that offers a lifetime ISA. This includes Skipton Building Society, Agraves, Lansdowne. Now, this is the one I use. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but they call them HL. And you have Nutmeg. I've never heard about Nutmeg. Thanks during my research, I came across Nutmeg. Then we have AJ Bell and we have Moneybox. Now, this Moneybox, I see their advert everywhere, so I think they must be reputable. I mean, if it was not reputable, a lot of people have seen it and they would have been saying, oh, don't use Moneybox because they're not reputable, or they have reported them to the UK government. And here in the UK, they take swift actions to things like that. So when it comes to money laundering or fraud when it comes to money, so I think they should be a good one. But I use this Hagras, Lansdowne, HL. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll put the names on the screen. And there are so many other service providers. And I think Barclays also offers the lifetime individual savings account, so you can check Barclays out too. Question number 14, is LISA worth it? Now, whether a lifetime individual savings account is worth it depends on your financial goal, circumstances, and preference. For me, using the lifetime ISA to save for my first house deposit was worth it, and I intend on using it to save for retirement. Now, question number 15 is, what happens if I put more than £4,000 into my LISA? Now, if you contribute more than the annual tax year limit of £4,000 to your LISA, the excess amount would not receive the government bonus and you may be penalized. So it is essential to be aware of the annual contribution limits and to monitor your contribution to ensure that you comply with the terms and conditions of the lifetime ISA. Now, if you believe you have contributed more than the yearly limit, you should promptly contact your LISA provider or a financial advisor to discuss the situation and understand the potential consequences. And there you have it, folks, a comprehensive guide to using the UK lifetime ISA for saving for your house deposit and a look at some of the common questions people asked on Google about lifetime ISAs. Remember that the key to using a lifetime ISA is to open one early and to contribute consistently into it so that you can take advantage of the generous government bonus. Now, if you find this video helpful, remember to like the video and remember to subscribe to the channel for more of my tips on how I manage my personal finance here in the UK. And please do not forget to share this video with anyone you know who might be considering opening a lifetime individual savings account here in the UK. Until next time, happy saving.